Hey, yo, what's up? Welcome to this streamyard of Clancy Brown's birthday. Being part of our childhood for a long time. So I'm really excited for this. So once my friends join in, we'll get started. Hey, Blitz.
Hello there.
How's it going, dude?
I feel amazing. The mutagen coursing to my veins. I feel stronger
Well,
than before.
once Fresh comes in, I have something to show both of y'all.
What, did you get your surprise?
Yeah, just wait till Fresh comes in.
I swear, if it's anything pointless, we'll see.
Don't worry, it's really awesome. So how are you today, Blitz?
I'm doing really good.
That's good to know.
How was your day?
Pretty good. I'm happy right now that I'm watching something that I'm watching for the first time.
What you watching?
I'm not gonna tell you until Fresh comes. You'll both be astounded.
What is it, El Tigre?
No,
What is it?
you'll see. Don't
Damn
worry.
it!
You're gonna hurt your voice if you keep doing that, dude.
No, I'm used to this. It's like doing Christian Bale's Batman voice.
Okay, but if your throat starts to hurt, it's not my fault.
We'll see about that.
All right. Oh, thank you for putting that down. Mortal Kombat PS2.
Well, look who it is. It's Mortal Kombat with Lex Luthor. Back at again with the tight jeans. That's right, he did voice in the cartoon. I have been good, Delta. Thank you for asking.
Hey, Fresh, what's happening?
Oh, well, I'm here to handle my business. Cause the Rhino don't want to keep Spider-Man waiting.
I don't think so, bub.
Well, I got a surprise for both of y'all. Are you ready for this?
It better not be bullshit.
And boom.
That's it?
Yeah.
You got me hyped for no reason.
Oh, what do you mean hype for no reason? Because now I like Keith David, I decided to get this.
Well, I haven't watched the show that much.
Everything. New Jeff Bezos Jr.
What?
What?
Oh no,
Shaq.
what'd you say? Because Bliss was talking over you.
What?
Don't start.
What?
But anyway, I saw the first 5 episodes and it's really good.
I mean, yes, I've seen half the episodes. The cast is amazing. Just be prepared for Tim Curry's character.
Oh yeah, I forgot Tim Curry's in that show. I also learned that Clancy Brown's in the show, so put him down as well. So how are you today, Fresh?
And like I'll be more pumped up to like tomorrow. Today was just fine. Like saw a great movie and
Oh, what'd you see?
yeah, a horror movie called The Black Phone.
What's that about?
Yeah, okay. It's some child abductor and murderer who kidnaps this teenage boy who can communicate people that's has been a victim to that child murderer called the Grabber.
Yikes! And Grabber, that sounds like a pedophile name.
Exactly, that's what I said. Dude, like you're a pedophile.
Wow. So it's basically a horror movie about a pedophile, as it seems.
Well, no, well, basically, there's a difference between child abductor and murderer, but still, like,
Mm. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Start off. How I got used to Clancy Brown, Mr. Krabs.
yeah, same here. It was
Yes.
a pleasure.
Yes.
Oh, what we got here? Oh, it's Bobby. Hey, Bobby.
Oh, why you say it like that?
What up?
Look who it is. It is the Red Hulk himself.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Never send a razor wolf to do a Red Hulk's job.
That's funny. So yeah, how are you today, Bobby?
I'm good. How about you guys?
I'm doing good. I'm watching a series I've never watched in my whole life. Have you heard of Gargoyles?
I've heard of it, but sadly haven't seen it. I know that Keith David's in it.
And he did an awesome job as Goliath. The voice performance is amazing. And of course, the other cast like Jeff.
He himself is amazing. Like,
I know, and also Jeff Bennett and Ed Asner is in the cast. They both did great.
Bill
And also
Frank Walker.
Bill
Yeah.
Fagerbaki.
Yeah, and Bill Fagerbaki. I was about to explain that as well. But nonetheless, so yeah, Mr. Krabs, of course, being the owner of Krusty Krab and the boss of SpongeBob and Squidward, and well, one thing mainly about him that he really loves his money.
yep, he really does. He
He's
even
very
said it
greedy.
himself, remember?
Money.
Hello. I like money.
And sadly, he just began like one of the many first examples, one of the main introductions for me about how a character can go straight downhill. I mean, yeah, sure, he can be greedy, but he used to have his good moments, but nowadays he just has like some kind of like criminal records about going way too deep into just, acting like a dink.
Yeah,
I hope
like
he can afford a lawyer.
yeah, and the original series, like he wasn't that bad, but later on he starts getting more greedier, and then the new series he's a lot greedier. It seems so.
Okay,
And there's
how about
one.
saying that there's a difference
I mean,
between
that's already-
earlier and later. Why don't you say that? Because if you say original, then people are gonna say like, "What? There's another show?"
Oh, but anyway, so yeah, there's even an episode where there's a new bank in Bikini Bottom, and he wanted to deposit something, so he actually like got himself stuck in the vault of the bank and surrounded by money and got trapped there, and he went all delusional. So yeah, I mean, Mr. Krabs is a alright character. I like his voice performance and stuff, but I really dislike him because of his greenness and the way he treats SpongeBob sometimes. Like an episode where Mr. Krabs decided to start a newspaper business, and he actually has SpongeBob create these lies around the people of Bikini Bottom, and like SpongeBob wanted to stop, and Mr. Krabs was like forced to fire SpongeBob if he didn't take the job. So SpongeBob, of course, took action and like betrayed him for doing that.
I have a question.
What?
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I actually said that comment on his Instagram post this morning.
Oh God, are you feeling it now, Clancy Brown? Are you feeling
No,
it?
I actually said, "Are you feeling feeling now, Mr. Krabs?" Sorry, couldn't resist, but I got like a couple of hearts there. I didn't get a response, but I don't know if you saw it yet.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Are you
I'm
feeling
feeling
it now,
SpongeBob.
Mr. Krabs?
I'm feeling a warm spot.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I'm feeling it. Patrick, that's not a ride.
Get off of me! Oh man, that
Get off
gets
of
old.
me! I'm doing it!
Patrick, that's not a ride.
Get off of me!
Remember the scene where that play place where those kids were running around them and wear those clown makeup?
Yo,
Yeah. Wait. Also, what was even more funny? I liked the end of that episode.
Yo, Jane?
Mother.
What are you doing in my
What
bloomers?
are you doing with my bloomers?
Why didn't you tell me this was me mother's house?
Why did you ask?
Eugene,
Well,
turn off the lights.
Yes, mommy.
that's kind of his fault because he should have seen her house in the first place. Just noting that.
Well, it was pretty dark, so he probably didn't recognize it at first.
Oh, considering her house is like bright pink, so.
Yeah,
and the next
but
day, and the next day, and the next day. Phone call for you, Mr.
Oh, I
Krabs.
remember
And the
that.
next day,
I
and
remember
the
that
next day.
episode. Yeah, it was like when Plankton and Mr. Krabs switched lives.
Holographic meatloaf, my favorite.
Wait.
What? It's just an ordinary crappy. Oh my goodness!
Squidward! Squidward! Wait.
Soiled it. Soiled it. Soiled it. Soiled it.
okay, we're getting off topic here. So the point
know.
is, yeah,
Topic you off on, not me.
but yeah, of course, Mr. Krabs, being the most recognizable character is SpongeBob, and of course, of his iconic a laugh. He's still alright character despite his greenness. I give him a 9 out of 10.
Hey, don't forget about his squeal.
Oh yeah, I can't do it, but I think Fresh can.
Yeah. Let's see. I did it before. It's like.
Yeah, like that.
Sounds like nah. But for Mr. Krabs, 10 out of 10, classic character. You can't hate him.
I would.
6 out of 10.
I think either 9 or 10 out of 10. Also, wait, is he also the first role of Clancy Brown you guys
No.
got introduced to?
No.
No.
It was for me.
Hmm.
What was?
All right, next one, Lex Luthor from the DC franchise.
Okay,
Yes.
so let me explain this one. So for
Alright.
me, how I got introduced to his Lex Luthor, it was basically the Superman animated series, and I gotta tell you, he did a pretty good job voicing Lex Luthor.
Yep, and that was the first time Lex Luthor was in that series.
Yeah, and then he
Yes.
moved on to like Justice League and Justice League Unlimited,
Mm-hmm.
and also in the Lego games.
I have a
Yep.
question. So even though I didn't see the episode, I saw this episode where him and Brainiac basically combined as one. What was that about?
Yeah, it's a long story. Well, how am I going to explain this? Like, after like Brainiac was defeated and all, I guess he's like melded himself with Lex Luthor in his mind, and it just let's go a transformation. You just have to watch the whole series to understand. It's it can be hard to explain with that.
Never then, but Lex Luthor, one of the best DC characters Clancy Brown voiced.
Yeah, like throughout the franchise, well, and some media and stuff, other people do voice him, however, but Clancy Brown's my top one favorite.
Exactly.
Yeah, he is like he really made like Lex sound like real sinister.
Yeah, he really does.
He's like-
Somebody already put that suggestion, boy.
Who did?
I did, little boy.
I don't see. Oh,
Hey,
no.
It's your
That
Hank.
damn it.
How come you're not cursing every sentence you got?
Damn it. Oh, my bad. Okay, so anyways, yeah, Lex Luthor, like what I said, he's like the best villain that Clancy Brown voiced, and like Bobby said, he makes him sinister, and yeah, he's right. He does sound sinister when Clancy Brown voiced him, and I'll bet you that that's one of Clancy Brown's most famous roles, and it's famed one as well. So,
Oh, really?
What about
So,
you, Top Dog? What about you, Fresh? What's your opinion?
Well, I mean, like once again, y'all basically said like everything, so I have to, I generally agree.
All right then.
so I gave a rating of Infinity because it's just that good.
Same.
Infinity and beyond, bitch.
He's not Buzz Lightyear.
All right,
You-
next one. Another suggested by Mortal Kombat, which I didn't know he voiced him. Raiden from the cartoon Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm.
I know about this. Like, yes, in this original cartoon, it was also Chris Summer and Ron Perlman. Like,
And
yes,
Kevin Michael Richardson.
Exactly. So basically, about this cartoon, yeah, even though I didn't see a whole bunch of it, but it was really good, and the voice he gave to Raiden was really nice. Like, it was really top dog.
Yeah, I didn't know he actually voiced him until I saw him behind the voice actors. But I heard a clip of it. It's actually pretty good. It's almost like the version the actor that played him in the first Mortal Kombat movie, which he had a gravelly voice. It's mainly because he's a smoker. That's why his voice is like that.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, first Mortal Kombat movie? You mean the live action one?
In the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, that's why he sounded. That's why he sounds like a bit raspy. Like I heard his voice, and while he's a DLC character of it in Mortal Kombat 11.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like this. Shall we give an example for the viewers?
Sure, go ahead. Just do the voice. Don't play a clip.
Oh, I was gonna do the voice anyway.
Okay.
Why wasn't I your chosen one?
Do you have all day, Johnny Cage?
Yeah, I do.
Wait, you presume too much, Shang Tsung.
That evil sorcerer is long dead.
Just who are you, imposter?
So yeah, that's what his voice basically sounds like. It was much it makes your voice a bit gravelly, but even though I didn't really saw the cartoon, even though I didn't see the cartoon of Defense of the Realm, Clancy Brown did a job. Even though I didn't see the whole thing, but I give him a 9.
I give him a 7.
All right, cool. Next one. Dog Pound and Razar Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012.
Okay, so
That's you.
before I explain, can you give me a pill for my throat?
I told you to not use the voice throughout, dude.
No, wait. And the key to staying character is to not hurt yourself to do so. Man.
Wow.
What?
Thank you. My voice is finally normal. If you don't get that reference, F all of you.
I get it. Oh wait, I get it. I get the joke.
Yeah. I can still do the voice. I was just making a reference to it from Tito's Teen Titans Blah.
Yeah, I remember
You
that.
remember with Dark Side?
Yes.
Yeah, with Darkseid. When he took that lozenge, he sounded like a mild-mannered man.
Yep.
Exactly. But I can still do the voice.
Although I do admit his design is pretty cool.
Well, it's basically the same design throughout the franchise, so.
Yeah,
All right.
I know.
Okay, so with Dog Pound and Razar, let's go back to the origins, where his name used to be Chris Bradford. Basically, one day, Mikey wanted to make a new friend. He found Chris Bradford. They started hanging out and stuff like that. Until he knew he was a bad guy. He worked with his partner Sever, aka Fish Face. And the reason how he got mutated as Dog Pound is because one day he was trying to calm down Shredder's dog, but Shredder's dog bit him a little bit, which his DNA got into his hand. And when he got mutated along with Sever, because previously Sever was holding a fish looked like Fish Face, they both got mutated to Dog Pound and Fish Face. Yep. And to be honest with Dog Pound, I really like the design.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, including with the large muscular arm with his left arm. And once I know he can also do the man peck thing that other muscular men do. I don't know what you call that.
Yeah, I don't know either. But let's not ask about that. I was a bit like weird. I was a bit like weirded out about like the muscular disproportions of his arms, but it didn't bother me as much. So I just his performance was like really cool.
And fun fact: when Clancy Brown was not available, Fred Hersher voiced him in the video game.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
That's a good substitute.
Okay.
Red Hulk out, regular Hulk in.
So basically, with Razar now, there was this one episode where Mikey got acne, basically, and he was freaking out the whole time. And this is the episode where Fish Face and Dog Pound took Baxter Stockman as as one of their assistants now. Basically, how would I say this?
just hold him as prisoner or something like that. I guess.
Yeah.
hostage.
Basically, because they had this thing for his neck, where if he disobeyed, they would press the button and bam, became a mutant. But yeah, there was this one scene where Mikey and Doc were fighting, and they were about to fall into the mutant, but Mikey let go of him, and he fell and became Razar.
And he's a lot more cooler. And I thought he was a
lot more
separate character until later I found out it was Dog Pound just remutated.
Well, yes, technically you were right. You're not wrong. Like this is just a different version because the original version of Razar originated from TMNT. It's a Secret of the Ooze.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And also the OG or cartoon. Don't forget.
Oh right, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, because it did say that Toka and Razar were created specifically for the Secret of the Ooze, and both were voiced by Frank Welker and stuff. So.
Mom. I like that scene. But yeah, Razar as a character, yeah. But towards later seasons, eventually he died because Leatherhead attacked him and drowned him.
Yeah, I saw that clip. I was like, wow.
Wait,
I'm are you sure about that? Because I saw that too, but I was like, it was in season 5 when he actually really did die. So are you sure?
No, because so there was a scene. There was a scene, right? They were at the carnival and they were fighting, and the Leatherhead drowned him. And in the same episode where Tabascus makes his first appearance,
yes, right there. That's what I'm talking about, right there.
Yeah, in the first in the first scene, you can see Fistface going under the water and getting Razar's dead body and make him be alive again. And then that's the second time he died.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, but he's not the first character to die in the TMNT franchise. It was actually the Rat King.
True.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know Rat King actually died.
Yeah, because there was this one episode where Splinter fell in the same place he dropped the Rat King, and the whole time he was having those kind of same feelings. He was being controlled again, but at the end of the episode, he realized that the Rat King is dead.
Yeah, he lured him over the edge, and he plummeted to his death.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris Bedford, Dog Pound, Razar, just good performances by Clancy Brown, and I must say I'll give it an Infinity out of 10.
I agree with you, Blitz, because he did a dang straight job, dude. All right, next one. What I discovered when I started watching Gargoyles, Hekon. So, so this guy appearing in the age or Gargoyles were still alive. There's a war. Of course, seeing the opposite side, of course, the Gargoyles were protecting the humans. And this guy hated the Gargoyles so much he wanted to destroy him. And, of course, the guy that Goliath was supposed to be protecting actually betrayed him and actually, joined forces with this guy. And he wanted to kill him and stuff. But, of course, him and the guy that betrayed Goliath pummeled to their death. So, yeah, that's basically it about them. And there are 2 other worlds, but I don't know them, so I'm not going to talk about them. But the classic performance of this guy, he did pretty good. So I'll give him a 9 at least. All right.
Yeah.
Next,
take your word.
One, Red Hulk, Hulk, and the Edges of Smash. This is how I got introduced to Red Hulk.
Okay, so before getting introduced to his Hulk, Red Hulk, Clancy Brown's version, I actually got introduced to Red Hulk through a clip on YouTube years ago. It was between a fight with Hulk and Red Hulk and Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. But yeah, Clancy Brown's version, it was pretty top notch. Even though he played him first in Avengers Assemble, but it was really cool to see him again in H's of Smash.
Yeah, it was great for me too.
Just the anger out of his mouth and everything. But I did like his attitude.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty interesting, especially since he's actually Thunderbolt Ross.
Yep. And for Hulk to have his own Hulk team, that was pretty interesting as well.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of that, I'm rewatching Agents of Smash for today.
Oh, cool. Which episode did you watch?
Well, first was the episode Red Rover, which was where Red Hulk dropped Devil Dinosaur in Latveria, but then he rescued him. And then they said they liked each other, and then they stopped Doom.
Have you seen the episode where he talks, Devil Dinosaur?
What?
No, but it wasn't due to some sort of insomnia.
Like, yeah, I remember Steve Bloom voicing him.
Oh, I would like to see that. I don't know what episode it is, but I'd like to see it.
Bro, once you see it, you're gonna be mind blown. But overall, yeah, even though Hulk and Red Hulk had their differences, it was cool to see them work with each other instead of being enemies for once.
Yeah.
And my overall score for Red Hulk, yeah, a 10 out of 10.
A million, because he's pretty cool.
I wish
All
it
right,
would.
I don't agree with Million.
Yeah, all right, next one, Otto from Super Robot Monkey Team. Happy Force Go.
Oh, I was gonna say something to Blitz.
Well,
Hey, move over, lapdog. The real top dog is in the house.
oh really?
Oh yeah, really. I like that. Why don't you go lick yourself?
Oh yeah, damn, I do remember. Oh, but good reference. A troll. Yo, Christian, it's your biggest fan. It's Lucy.
Oh,
by
not
the way-
again.
wait,
Hang on a minute.
God damn it! I was also gonna say that I like that the angrier Red Hulk gets, he gets pyrokinesis.
Yeah,
That is
That's
true.
cool.
That is true. It kind of reminds me of fire Pokemon's, like, abilities, like whenever they get charged up.
yeah.
God damn it! There's another one here.
This
Oh,
haven't. This hasn't happened for a few months, but this guy's a trip. Anyway, right. Next one. Give me a sec. Oh yeah. We're on Auto. Yeah. So yeah. Give you guys take on Auto.
Okay, so first, I believe you could go first.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna start to say, all right. Well, first off, the troll is back.
God.
And second, this would have to be one of Clancy Brown's most tamest roles. Like, it is one of much more kinder, softer, friendlier kind of guys, and it's very impressive because it does prove his versatility as a god, just like anyone else would. And it's so very just satisfying to see him as a whole different other person.
Mm-hmm. And even though I didn't really see much episodes to understand Otto a bit more, but I like the voice he gave him.
And Blitz, you're saying? Oh, really?
Are you muted?
Oh no, I was muted, but I was waiting, so I didn't want to interrupt.
God dang it, these.
Okay, so even though the troll's back, Otto as a character, as Fresh said before, like one of his kind of roles, like I did like Otto, like I prefer all the robot monkeys, but Otto, he has his own way of his humor, just like Sparks. But what can I say about him? He's just one of the coolest robot monkeys out there.
Mm-hmm. He's just a green monkey.
Yeah, and I like
Wow.
how half the cast is like basically from SpongeBob.
Yeah, except for the voice actress that voiced Nova, was it Kari Walgren?
Yeah, and Corey Feldman, but of course the rest they were.
Well, actually, Johnson wasn't in SpongeBob or Greg.
Okay,
Sipes.
we get it, but it doesn't
we get
matter.
it.
Like, what matters is just
But it was cool to see like Clancy Brown and Tom Kenny in another show other than Teen Titans, SpongeBob, etc. That's what I was just saying.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Rhino and George Stacy's Spectacular Spider-Man.
Hey, Christian.
I got it. Just explain.
So of course, Fresh. Go ahead, since he's your profile picture.
okay. So yeah, this version of Rhino. Anyway, yes, I would have to say yes. It's my most favorite interpretation, and like I do like his name being this time. What was it? Alexander or Hearn. Yeah, it's really cool. And okay, what it originates as, like, when he used to be a normal guy along with Flint Marko, they always get jumped by Spider-Man, and then like he was taken into become like something else, something more to take down Spider-Man. So he was fused into this freaking rhinoceros suit that can give him like super strength and speed. And well, there you go. He just became just a Hulk and bulldozer. And what I do like about this version of Rhino is, despite the fact that he still can be a little bit of a lummox, he is kind of much more competent per se, I guess, like in his business, aside from being like aggressive.
I see what you're going for and stuff. Yeah. This Rhino, yeah, Clancy Brown did an excellent job because their rhinos are like have a Russian accent, especially like in the Spider-Man PS4
2018 with Fred Shore. Yeah, I like how Fred Shore gives a Russian accent despite him playing, Rocksteady.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, this is one of my favorite versions of Rhino. I actually got introduced to Rhino at a Spider-Man comic book, I believe, and then a poster I used to have. But overall, this version of Rhino and Clancy Brown nailed him. I give him a billion.
For me, how I got introduced to Rhino, it was through the meme. You know that meme with him, Electro, Vulture, and Green Goblin?
What meme?
You don't know the meme? Let me find it for you. But as I'm finding the picture, I'll explain more about it. Yes, one of my favorite versions, despite the live action performance by Paul Giamatti, and of course the other version from Ultimate Spider-Man when he's a kid. Like, what do you thought of that?
Yeah, I didn't know that until I saw an episode where he got cured. He was a kid, and then I saw an episode where he actually turned into Rhino with a special formula. Because mainly he's been bullied a lot, so that's why he turned into that.
Yeah.
But wow.
Okay, I found it, so I'm just gonna send it to everybody right now.
Okay. All right.
A message.
Oh, okay. In the 60s, okay.
Oh, that's why I've never heard of it. 60s.
Yeah, of
Rhino,
course,
Vulture,
because
Electro, and Green Goblin.
exactly.
Oh, because of the faces. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, overall, Rhino along. Yeah, I actually like this version as well because half the time he was working with his partner, Sandman, which was a good time. Kind of reminds me of this one movie with Paul Giamatti and Thomas Hayden Church.
Yes, Sideways.
Yeah. But yeah, for Rhino, I give him a 1,000 out of 10.
That's really good.
And George Stacy, yes, the captain, the chief of police, and father of Gwen Stacy. I do like this version who kind of sides with Spider-Man much more. Doesn't really see him as a threat or a menace, thank God. And well, yeah, he's basically just a cool guy, an awesome father, a good man, everything.
I agree.
I agree because yes, other than Otter, this is one of his nicest roles. Half the time when he knew that Peter was not there, I think he was one of those characters that he knew that he was Spider-Man, but kept it as a secret. Did you have that feeling too?
Yes, that was in the episode where it was Shocker and the Enforcer, the Enforcers basically. It was Shocker, Fancy Dan, and Ox. It was that. I didn't really like that. I mean, the episode is still great. I just hate Sally so much.
Who's Sally?
Sally Averill, one of the cheerleaders, Grey Delisle.
Okay, well, it's been a while since I've seen some of the episodes of Spectacular Spider-Man, but the way you described it, yeah, I take she's a prick.
Okay, well, I don't remember a guy calling a girl that, but
Jesus Christ.
But anyway, I agree with your statement about George Stacy, but yeah, that is a good man. I gave him a score like you said as well.
Well then, alrighty.
All right,
Let's go.
Next one, bald guy from recent School's Out.
Bald!
My eyes! All right. I swear, this joke never gets old. But anyway, yeah, this guy doesn't really have a name. It's just coined by DJ because
DJ? Oh, he's a fake fan.
Okay, PJ, as I meant.
TJ, man, wow.
Wow, leave me alone. Okay, other than that, so yeah, he called him that because he was bald and he didn't know what his really name. No one knows what his name is. I don't think the developers even given a name. But the point is, yeah, it's just one of the agents that works for crap, Thaddeus
Benedict.
Benedict. Yes, thank you. Affiliate Benedict, and yeah, he's just a bad guy and stuff. And he captured TJ along with even disguised as Principal Prickly, even mimicking his voice somehow. He must have had a special chip in his voice because people do that to mimic their voice. But anyway, yeah, he's of course a bad guy. Of course, he got his butt kicked by Miss Finster, and yeah, she can punch. You don't want to mess with Finster. What's in the prop chat? Oh, Blitzerbeck. Okay. But what's your take on Bald Guy?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, he was hilarious. It was funny to get his R's handed to him by the kids, especially like Spinelli when she headbutted him in the guts.
Oh yeah.
And what other notes? You weren't exactly wrong. Like originally, TJ's name was supposed to be PJ as a reference to the creators Paul and Joe. And if you listen, he said, "Oh."
Well, I just I'm grin in amazement while you continue. I'm sorry.
Wait. I was like thinking before you said that, Fresh. I was thinking like we named the bald guy character CB. CB
like
short
that.
for Clancy Brown.
I like that. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, like whatever could work, possibly depending on the people.
Okay.
Oh, so I didn't know that TJ was originally named PJ. That's pretty cool. Let me guess. You got that from 107 Facts?
Yeah.
Of course. I'm not surprised.
Thanks, Channel Federator.
Yep. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, a typical bad guy. Of course, Blitz has to give his statement, but he will when he comes back. But I give him a 9. I'll give him 9.
7.
All right, cool. All right, next one. Mr. Freeze, the Batman 2004. This is by far the coolest, pun intended, and version of Mr. Freeze ever. Because mainly the design, because there's nothing ever done before. Because instead of like a glass dome over Mr. Freeze, it's actually eyes that's around him, and that's just pretty awesome. And I love the voice too. It's like make him menacing. So this Mr. Freeze is a lot different than the Mr. Freeze we're known for. So of course, the original Mr. Freeze, of course, being a villain, just wanted to save his wife. But this one, he was just a criminal running away from Batman after robbing a jewelry store, and they were in a some kind of factory area or something, and there's like Carol stuff everywhere, and an explosion happened, and he actually got affected by the cold stuff, and it was built a special suit to help him keep him with his freezing stuff. So now he's got freezing power. So he's just iced up a criminal. So it's not all about saving his wife and all. But yeah, I actually love this version of course, Mr. Freeze. What's your take on him?
You cocksucker!
No.
You went without me.
Hey, you're gone, dude. But before we continue, what's your take on Bald Guy Blitz?
That's more of you guys' conversation. I can't talk.
Oh.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
No, I said because no offense to the people that watches Recess, I didn't get into it. That's the thing.
Oh, okay, that's understandable. But what about Mr. Freeze for Batman 2004 Blitz?
Okay, so yes, I did see his design and the voice. Yes, I know people prefer Clancy Brown's version because of the design. But me personally, and no offense to Clancy, I prefer John DiMaggio and Alfred Molina's version.
That's understandable, but yeah, he's just one of my favorites. The other favorite of mine was the Batman the Animated Series version of Mr. Freeze. So yeah, and again, he did an excellent job with the voice, and I love how the designers designed him with ice. It's just really cool, both figuratively and literally. So I give him an infinity.
Yep.
You guys?
You said again, same.
7 out of 10.
All right, next one. You suggested this fresh. Demon Cat from Adventure Time.
Oh, I remember this character as well.
Yes, from the dungeon episode where Finn wanted to find what was it, like magical crystal gem or something, like or crystal heart, I think it was. And then he comes across many different obstacles, especially this freaking demon cat, and he said he has like approximate knowledge of many things, but he can never ever get Finn's name right. And he attacks him until he retreats after he senses Jake's smell on him, and then he returns again to try to kill him, but he can't even know where he is. He's still probably finding him to this day.
Yeah, I agree with Fresh's statement. Like when I first watched the episode, it was a really good episode in my opinion.
Yeah. And it was just kind of a little bit disturbing when like Finn punched him in the face and his eyes were turning all red. It was like, now you die. I learned that was actually blood. I was like, what?
Wow. So they went with that, huh? All right then. Anyway, I'll take your word for it that he was an interesting character. All right. Next one. Dr. Cortex and Uka Uka from Crash Bandicoot.
Wait, in which games specifically did he play Dr. Cortex?
Okay, well, he was the second voice of Cortex and probably the first voice of Uka Uka.
Yeah, because then later, video games, Uka Uka was voiced by John DiMaggio.
Oh, I knew that was John DiMaggio. It's because the later games for like the Insane Trilogy.
And okay, for his version of Dr. Cortex, yes, I heard the voice. It was really good, similar to Lex Luthor, but more how would I explain it?
Much more, I guess, not really all. You know how Lex is just cool, just really calm about whenever he needs to be. I guess he's much more like a normal sounding version of calm, if that's anything.
Yeah, but I prefer Lex Lang's version of Dr. Cortex. He sounds more funny that way.
All right, and his version of Uka Uka, it's just 100%. Just Mr. Krabs on a temper tantrum. Just, this is all your fault. Blah, blah, blah. I blame you.
Yeah.
It's all your fault.
It's really
or just
good.
Basically Red Hulk in a way.
You could say it like that.
Yeah, it's basically me with the mask right here, rookies.
Because you look ugly in real life, Red Hulk. Damn.
And of course,
What did you say to me, puke face?
Of course, Uka Uka is Aku Aku backwards because he's the evil version of Aku Aku.
Well,
that's
technically,
true.
it's kind of, because he's basically Uka Uka is actually the younger brother of Aku Aku.
Yeah.
Oh?
Yeah, I said they're brothers. He even said himself in the beginning story of Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped.
Oh, I didn't know he was younger than Aku Aku. I thought it was the other way around. Huh.
Crash Bandicoot, what are you doing? But yeah, for Uka Uka, I don't know. It's a tie with me because both Clancy and John did really good, in my opinion.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Even though I didn't really play the games of it, I heard a clip of it, and yeah, he did pretty good. I'd give him a 9.
Okay, for Cortex, 7. For Uka Uka, 10 out of 10.
All right.
I'd say for Uka Uka, 10 out of 10.
All right, next one. Kenko from Ben 10. This is his only role in the 2005 version, but the other one we'll talk about in a little bit. But this one, yeah, his only episode appearance was the episode Game Over for Season 3. Ben and Gwen were playing video game. Of course, a lightning strike sent them both into the game world. Of course, they befriended Yoshima, and then they meet the villain of the game, a shapeshifter named Kenko, and he wants to upgrade Ko to be able to go to the real world.
Yeah,
of course,
he
they have
wants
to stop.
Yeah. I'll explain it a little clearly. He wanted to find the upgrade icon so he can so he can turn into a galvanic mechamorph and then enter the real world and conquer it.
Yeah. And then his real form is just man in a suit. Really cool. Of course, Ben Defino's upgraded and found out that it's actually a really small man.
He's like a troll.
Yeah. So I don't know how the powers work with the suit. It's just odd, but his performance, it did pretty good for his first time on Ben 10 and only time on that show specifically. But I give him a 9 out of 10.
I give him a Ben 10 out of 10.
Agreed. Thank you. I was about to say that too. Like, yeah, he was an interesting character in my opinion. I did like that episode because them going to the actual video game.
Yeah, good thing Ben showed him some real sumo slamming.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you thought of the aliens designs in the video game?
It was alright. Of course, Upgrade didn't get a samurai suit because he's just like that. But I like the other ones. Of course, Cannibal being a sumo himself, and then Forearms being like a samurai type. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next one, Sergeant Refrigerator.
Wait.
What?
Oh,
what?
Man, I thought we were gonna go to that one next, but yeah, let's go to this first.
Okay, so yeah, Sergeant Regurgitator and Santa Claus from Phineas and Ferb. So start off, Sergeant. An episode where Phineas and Ferb finally gets busted. Cass finally revealed one of inventions of Phineas and Ferb to the parents. They get really upset and they send him to this military type school or army at scenes. But I don't know what it's really called. I didn't really see the exact episode in a while, but yeah, then we meet the sergeant. Of course, I found out later it was Clancy Brown, and they just give him a hard time and stopping them from doing what they're going to do and stuff. And of course, this turned out to be all a dream by Candace. But his performance was pretty good as the sergeant. What did you guys take on it?
Yeah, I mean, even though he did had his moments of being just a total straight up dink, but I do like a little bit of the song. What was it? It got these chains on me, and even though it's sad, it's still kind of a little catchy though.
All right.
I hate to admit that.
I agree with them. Yes. And next, one of the funniest villains he played because of his catchphrase.
Oh yeah.
Who wants to do it?
So
the world is my nemesis.
And there's some scenes where it stopped. It's like, oh, hang on, this happens sometimes.
Wait, actually, how do you make that go off every time you say that?
And it actually has it going off. It's actually on a device, so it's just lying to him at this point. But I forgot what the whole episode was about because it's been a while since I've seen it.
Wasn't it basically Perry had to be assigned a new family?
Okay,
yeah.
When I was gathering, when I was making this episode, I think it was kind of like that.
Yeah, Perry had to go to a new family, and that was basically his new, villain. And Dr. Jimmy Smith was getting curious.
But yeah, I just like the performance he gave this guy. But of course, he got defeated in the end. He got sent to prison somewhere. But I still like the performance that Clancy gave him. He did really well. I always loved the voice of Clancy Brown, of his groveliness. It's just, I never get tired of it.
Before we go to the next character, who wants to say it for the gag?
I thought
what?
Come on, his catchphrase.
All right. The world is my nemesis.
Anyway, and next one is.
Did you talk about Santa Claus?
We're about to.
We're about to.
Okay.
Okay, so which episode do you actually appear in?
Well, okay, if you're saying what Clancy Brown's version or Dan?
Clancy's there, yeah.
Okay, so wasn't it a Christmas Vacation where it was people where the kids believe that Santa Claus has declared them to be naughty and stuff, and if I am saying that right. I mean, it was that one where Doofenshmirtz sings about how he really doesn't hate Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think I am right. Actually.
But the voice, yes, for Santa Claus, it's basically George Stacy's voice. I liked it.
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
very interesting to me.
Yeah, the mini roles he played in Phase 4 were really cool. And I believe, was he the first SpongeBob actor to be in that show? No, but of course it was Dear Bradley Baker. That's the thing. Sorry.
Well, yeah,
Wait. Can you say
obviously.
that again?
Like, I was about to say, was he the first SpongeBob actor to be in the show? I was like, no, there was Dear Bradley Baker. I'll take that back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next one, Dragon from Ben 10 Alien Force.
Yep.
So yeah,
Well,
an
most
episode.
of us like call him Map Maker because that's
Yeah.
what he is.
Yeah. So an episode called "Be Knighted." The Forever Knights, about to slay a dragon. They kept judging for thousands of years, and then they asked and his team to take him down. But Ben later learned is like tried to tell them something, but Knights don't understand it. So there's a thing on his chest called a universal translator. And then it was broken, and then so Ben, as Spider Monkey, put it on and he spoke, and he explained that he was actually a map maker, and then he was actually trapped on Earth for thousands of years by the Knights, of course. But then later on, he escaped to his home in his spaceship and stuff. Well, he was about to kill them, but Ben convinced him not to. But Clancy's performance, even though it's barely recognizable, gave him a really deep voice. He still did pretty good. I give him a 9.
Yeah, I also give him a Ben 10 out of 10, and he, I think I recognized his voice like the more he talked. But by the way,
Interesting.
Oh, I just thought you were like
Like what?
a monster.
Yeah? Well, I thought you were a monkey.
Oh, I don't really look like this.
yep.
The Knights are the monsters. They attacked me for no reason right after I landed, broke my translator box, and locked me up in that dungeon. You sure you're not one of them?
Right. All right. Next one.
Wait,
Magnus.
Also, wait. Before we talk about this one, wouldn't you guys have been amazed if like the dragon alien species came back in Ultimate Alien?
Maybe.
Was extremely rude.
Yeah, and I am so glad that the ink tank made a dragon's transformation for Ben. It almost looks the same as this as Mapmaker, but with like his own suit. His name is Salamancer.
All right.
I really like it.
All right. Blitz, want to talk about this one?
Okay, so even though I didn't talk about the other Ben 10 one, I guess it's fine. So yeah, Magnus. Basically, he's Gunther's father, which yes, a Viking, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I really enjoy his character. It was like,
Must we always act like this?
Yeah, Clancy Brown and Amber Winchell did play his friends really good, in my opinion. But I do notice one episode that like Gunther's parents and Kick's parents got like in a feud.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I saw that episode as well.
Yeah, basically they know each other since high school. But yeah, this Clancy just going all Viking, that takes a lot of dedication. I really like it. I give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, me too.
hey, wait. Hey, Grish. Hey, guys.
Oh, don't forget, they have their own restaurant. Don't forget about that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I didn't.
All right. Next
Battle
one.
Snack.
Silas from Transformers Prime.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a antagonist against the Autobots and of course the Decepticons. So they're an evil force. I forgot what it's called. Was it Mech or something?
Wait,
I don't remember.
What are you talking about? Which one?
Silas from Transformers Prime. The team
what are you talking about? Like with him?
They part of an evil team and stuff.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So Yeah, I was pretty surprised to see Clancy again, like in Transformers Prime. Like, basically, yes, just using his Lex Luthor voice, which, I really don't mind. Yeah, his character, yeah, he was really, really an evil guy. Because, did you see the episode where he got exploded and all that, and he had to use a Decepticon body?
No, but I do know. Yes, he did had to use Breakdown as his body because he actually did take him apart once, and he
Yeah.
actually took out his right eye. I saw the episode of it on TV, which I don't have anymore on my old phone. But yeah, as again, Silence is really evil, and he actually got killed by arachnid.
Yeah, because before that, remember he got corrupted by Starscream and Naka because they were doing experiments on him?
Yeah, because using dark energon to actually create Terracons, which are basically zombies of the Decepticons, and yeah, that went awful. So
Yeah. For him, even though I did like Clancy's performance, the character itself, I give it a 4 out of 10. Sorry about that.
yeah, I agree with that statement, or I give it a 5. But no defense to Clancy Brown, but Silas was pretty. Yeah.
Effed up in the mind.
Yeah. All right, next one. Movie Watcher suggested this. Clancy Brown as Sergeant Zim and Starship Troopers. Are you guys familiar with this?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me search it up.
Like I've seen a little bit of clips here, and when I was doing this episode, I was like, "God dang! Was it really necessary to throw that knife at that guy's hand?"
Man,
What? Wow.
Yeah, he
Wait
did
a
that. He was like, "Put your hand up against that wall," and then
Whoa! Neil Patrick Harris is also in the movie.
Neil
Yes.
Patrick Harris, eh? Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But other than that, that's really cool that he was in the movie with Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. But the way you describe that, man, wow.
Hey, think of
Um,
this. What if what if Clancy Brown voiced Marcus Felix?
Yep, that would be cool.
It would be nice. Like, all right, next one.
Well, we'll see, because John Maggio has been playing them for several years throughout the Gears of War franchise. So, Taskmaster.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Former Shield agent
Hey,
turned
yo.
turned into like his own villain.
Oh.
What I do like about him, I did learn him from Watch Mojo, and let's see, of course, like he has the ability to duplicate anybody's moves instead of their powers, but still proves
Yeah,
formidable
because he has a photo reflective memory.
for the
Mhm.
And I know about Taskmaster, but I gotta say, yeah, even though I didn't watch the movie, they pretty much fucked up the character in that movie in the Black.
Yeah, let me explain this. Firstly, I got introduced to him in Ultimate Spider-Man, a really awesome villain. But in Black Widow, someone told me that a woman played him because of the whole situation. It was terrible. I mean, the movie itself was all right, but they didn't have to gender bend Taskmaster like that. I mean, come on.
Uh,
I think I saw it in the trailer that Taskmaster would be played by a woman.
Yeah, so it's just Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Like they did with Ghost and Ant-Man and the Wasp. I mean that one I didn't mind because I understand like the origin of it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I heard that Ghost was originally a male, but this one I
Yeah.
understand. But the Taskmaster though in MCU is a big no-no, so they definitely screwed up. So I am disappointed that they did that. But of course, Taskmaster overall in the comics and Ultimate Spider-Man, he did awesome as a villain. It's like one of the best Marvel villains I've ever seen. I give him Infinity Plus. I just had him that good.
And then, despite having been able to like copy everybody's moves, there's only one that he can't.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Because he's just
Yeah, because
random.
Deadpool
They
is
can't keep up with him.
unpredictable.
Yep.
Yeah, he's unpredictable.
Exactly. Like, he'll like grab a tuggle out of his butt. He can't predict that. Anyway, next one.
so
Evil
basically,
entity
in its
from.
own. Hold on, I'm sorry. So basically, he's his own way of like knowing everybody's moves. Like it's kind of similar to like
what was it? What was the Rat King's first like name, like a scientist? What was his name?
What? It was no, wait. You're confusing. It's and like yes.
No,
His
I'm not
name
saying like
was-
taking the moves. I was like, knowing like what's your next move, like the
Yes.
movements.
Yes, his name is Victor Falco, and like he uses like psychic abilities, like that.
Well, yeah, but like, remember the episode, like the way she saw Donnie's moves?
Well, yeah, to like be able to like fight without thinking, and like, yeah, like
Yeah, he was
that's
and
different.
also
With telepathy, you know everything. With predicting, is that's a different thing. You know, kind of like how I did like my videos and stuff.
I was
Yeah,
about to
yeah.
mention that, but okay.
Also, two things. One, in Pokemon, there's actually a move called Copycat, where one learn the Pokemon's attack and then use the same attack on them. It's kind of like that. And also in a comic called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, where Taskmaster was hired to kill Deadpool after he killed almost every Marvel character throughout the world. And so he was fighting him, and he got defeated, and then he can't predict this one man called Man Thing, which is Marvel version of Swamp Thing, so he got killed by him and stuff. But but again, I really love Taskmaster as a villain. He is just one of the greatest villains ever. All right, next one. Evil entity from Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. So yeah, he appeared in the series finale of the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. And this show is very dark. It's like a lot of supernatural stuff, unlike any others. I mean, there are many Scooby-Doos that involve like aliens and ghosts, real ghosts and magic or whatever, but this one really takes the cake. And yeah, evil entity is just what is an evil entity? And he possessed Professor Pericles and made him more demonic and stuff, but of course he got defeated in the end. But Clancy Brown's performance as Shocker, I give him a 9.
Wait. Oh, good.
I was really surprised I like Clancy Brown's performance as that, and I'll be honest, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated is like really cool. It's really made itself look like a little more serious and darker and more scary version of regular Scooby-Doo. And also big thanks to Derek J. Wyatt for the art style. He did great. Rest in peace to him.
Yes, indeed. All right, next one suggested by you, Fresh. Undertow, The Little Mermaid 2.
And no, not Undertow, Kevin's anti-tricks form.
But anyways, Fresh.
Okay, so yes. So Undertow is basically the shark minion of Ursula's younger sister Morgana. And okay. So he was basically brought in to eat Melody if King Triton doesn't surrender his title.
Oh, now I know who you're talking about. Are you talking about that little piranha thing?
Well, he's still a shark. He's just turned small by Triton.
Oh, okay, got you.
That explains it.
So yeah, like after like where like Morgana demanded that she wanted to become much more powerful and stuff with the Tritons, and everyone basically fought her off, and Melody was flying, and Undertow tried to eat her, but he got turned small, and he remained that way for the entirety of the movie until he was brought back to his original size by Morgana and tried to kill Tim and Dash until boom, knocked all his teeth out, and then see you later.
Dang. Now he needs a dentist appointment, basically. But I'll give you word for it. That's an interesting character. What's your rating?
Due to the nostalgic, I mean, I give it about like what 8-ish. I just always prefer this over the original. And like, don't get me wrong, the original is good, and I did see it, but it's just something about this sequel that gives me feels.
Interesting. Do you know who this guy is? Joseph suggested it.
Wait a second.
He's a character that played him in the Daredevil series, not the bad one, but the one from 2015 to 2018.
Oh,
okay.
So I'm looking over right now. Oh, so basically he's a general guy kind of dude. That's kind of funny how he's keep playing these general slash sergeant guys. Huh.
Well, that's basically his theme then, because many characters have a theme, voicing certain characters and stuff. But I don't mind. Well, if we don't know him, we'll skip him. But have you seen Thor Ragnarok?
Who hasn't?
I haven't.
Wow, some fan you are of the MCU.
Hold on.
I only saw the first Thor movie, and there are some Marvel Cinematic Universe movies I've seen, like of course Avengers.
I gotta say, like, if you plan to see any more, don't see Dark World. That was like the baddest from Thor.
I mean, I didn't. I saw a little bit of it. I seen a little bit of it, but I just.
Yeah.
Oh,
we get it.
But what's your take on Surtur?
Badass.
Yeah, it took me a while to just like look up, and it just shocked the mess out of me. And I did like how, despite him being a villain, he was actually patient when he was trying to give his big evil guy speech, and for Thor to turn around like, hang on, I'm not doing this. He's doing it by himself.
Surtur, you son of a bitch, you're still alive.
But yeah, I learned this when I watched a video of different roles of Clancy Brown through I forgot what the guy's name is, but Generation West. Yeah, that's where I saw the video from. But yeah, he did an excellent job. Even though I didn't see the movie, I give a 8. All right, next one, Groon from Thundercats 2011. So yeah, Groon, he used to be part of the Thundercat team. He was best friends with Panther, voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. Of course, in the first episode, he was thought dead. Then later on, he actually betrayed the Thundercats, even put on different armor. And then original one, he was working for Mumra and stuff. He actually supposedly chained up Panther, but was actually Mumra in disguise and killed the king and stuff. And yeah. And then episodes later, Panther returns and actually fought Groon, and actually show a flashback how they first met and stuff and whatnot. So yeah, when Clancy Brown voiced him, I was shocked, and yeah, he did a pretty good job. And give him a 1,000 because he did that good. What's your guys' take?
Well, it's just been a while, so I don't have no opinion.
Okay, gotcha. All right. My profile picture, Hank Anderson from the video game Detroit Become Human. So
Shut
yeah,
the fuck up.
thank you. So anyway, I saw Jack Sutherland play this game. It's a really good game for the PS4. So Hank Anderson, he, like Blitz said, he is a potty mouth, a real potty mouth, and he gets drunk a lot, and he hates androids, but for good reason. So throughout the game, depending on your choices, you can either like have Hank hate the android even more, or like have a bond relationship. So, but the reason he hates androids because one night or day, him and his son were like driving through the snow and caused a wreck, but the surgeon was under a drug called Red Ice to do the surgery. So an android was tried to do surgery, but he couldn't save his son. So that's why he could be loving androids because of that.
Yeah, I remember that story too well.
Yeah, but his performance as him, even doing his model, because you could tell that's Clancy Brown right there. He did awesome. It just made him more funny. Especially there's a scene where.
Oh, and also, also, guys.
What?
Hello, Hank. My name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
Shut the fuck up. Fucking hate androids. For me, how I got introduced to him, it was actually one of my friends who told me 2 years ago about this character. An old friend that we're familiar with. Yeah, it was Kixton who told me about this.
Oh, Kixton. Oh, cool.
Yeah. He told me how there was a character that looked like Clancy Brown, so I had to check it out. I was like, oh my god, they did really good.
Stop motion capture.
Yeah. And with
basically, how I would describe it, I just saw a compilation of him cursing a lot. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. This is funny. Even used a password for like a events room as effing password.
Classic.
But
Hank.
anyway, for this character, million, infinity, because it's just that awesome of a character. It's just Mr. Krabs cursing a lot, basically.
Bro, I wish he was a real person in real life at that point.
Yeah. Even though I've seen every episode of Batman Beyond, I actually forgot who this guy was, so I'm sorry to skip this because I forgot who he was. So I know you're gonna hate me on this, but here's one you might know: Odin from the Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Okay, yeah, even though I didn't watch all the episodes, I heard the voice by the voice comparison videos. Yeah, he did really good.
Okay, the other ones I don't know, so skip.
This one
Okay,
I did not know.
You didn't know?
Well,
Like, yeah. Of course,
Yeah,
I prefer...
Yeah, in Earth's Mightiest Heroes, I didn't know Odin was voiced by Clancy Brown, but I know in Avengers Assemble he's voiced by Corey Burton.
My favorite version of Odin, like, yeah, just on L's version.
So yeah,
I was gonna say like, wait, I'm sorry, but I want to say that I like that they did that. I kind of like from Corey's that he didn't use the voice that he did for Zeus in God of War games with Odin. And, you may continue.
So yeah, I know you guys don't like the live action Green Lantern, but of course, Clancy Brown is in it, and he voices this guy, Parallax.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really know this guy that well, but I did used to have a toy of him where it's like a alien S thing where you can roll around him and use a button and grab a claw thing. It was really cool, but he's just an energy being that one of the Guardians got possession of and
Did you
became
grab
like
it a
that.
lot as a kid? Did you grab it a lot?
I'm sorry?
Did you grab it a lot, the toy?
I don't have it anymore.
But did you used to do it as a kid?
Blitz.
What? I'm just asking. Did you grab the toy a lot as a kid? Like, did you play with it that much?
I mean, yeah, I do sometimes, but I know what we're going for, but...
Ooh, kinky much.
Why do you have such a dirty mind, Blitz? But
Don't blame
anyway,
me.
whatever. Parallax is an alright character. 6. But okay, here's something that you suggested fresh. Captain Byron Hadley, the Shawshank Redemption. So yeah, I was shocked to find out this on Instagram. But go ahead.
Sorry, everybody. He still needs to go to speech therapy like forever.
All right, Uncle Jesse, explain.
Uncle Jesse,
be back.
have mercy.
Exactly.
Hey, not the hair. Not the hair.
Don't touch the
Okay,
hair.
we're getting off topic here.
Hey, watch the hair.
I like how in the show he had a Batman tattoo,
Wait, where?
like in his right arm. He had a Batman tattoo.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
fresh.
I didn't see that. I gotta go back and watch.
Fresh.
He's busy.
I
Did you
think
not
he's
hear?
a little busy with something. Oh, by the way, speaking of like Uncle Jesse, I saw like John Stamos at a New Year's Eve party. It was live on CNN, and he was talking about like the best moments he had with Bob Saget and how much they still miss him.
I saw that. I also saw this one show with him and Drew Barrymore
What
Here.
was it about?
about his best moments in Full House and talk about Bob Saget.
Oh,
All right, fresh. Talk about Captain Byron.
Byron
Sorry.
Hadley. So yes, he's just a captain of the prison guards, and I just gotta say he's just brutal as fudge. It's just like one of his most hardcore roles that he has ever have done. And like I just kind of felt a little bit like, okay, that was a little bit too much when it was like, hope you're gonna feel better when you're sucking my with no teeth, and oh, it's just Jesus, wow. But it was funny to know that about his faith, about he was taken to prison and crying like a little girl, according to Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I didn't know they got arrested, but he cried like a baby. Wow. Dang.
Yeah, it's
But
like one of the most interesting movies I ever saw, and it really does like kind of feel for you about how freedom can feel like when he broke out of that. Well, you guys just gotta see the movie for yourself because it is one of the best movies of all time.
well, I'm planning on seeing it if I find it. I used to have it on VHS somewhere. I don't know where it is. Maybe I'll find it on DVD. But anyway, next one. This is Bliss suggested this. Buck Rocket, the Penguins of Madagascar.
Yeah, this character was like, wow. Like, do you all remember or no?
Well,
Is he Private's uncle, or might remember wrong?
Hold on, yeah, I'm just gonna do a little research before I say anything else. Okay, yeah.
well, look, I'm sorry, but I just kind of stopped watching Penguins of Madagascar further. I still appreciate the cast and the show and stuff, but it's just, well, things change.
Yeah, I understand that because the show's a little bit weird.
Okay, so legendary special agent, yes. And what it says here, basically he's Skipper's hero. And, this line the truth about him. But his main enemy that he wants to get is the Red Squirrel. But he mistakes the Red Skull for, what was it? You know that squirrel that's voiced by Fred Stoller?
Yeah.
Yeah, he always mistakes him for, that squirrel.
Okay.
So, out of Clancy Brown's roles, like, yes, again, with, villains, you can't go wrong with it, so I give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay. I'll agree with your score. And he also suggested this one, Gorilla Grodd Robot Chicken.
Yeah. This was really good, even though I wish you could have played him in, like, actual DC shows, but he did really good in Robot Chicken, because Seth Green was doing a Robot Chicken special. Basically, it was called Villains Paradise with DC. And yeah, there were a couple of shockers, like, yes, one of them being Clancy Brown voicing Gorilla Grodd, and Paul Rubens voicing the Riddler.
Wow.
And Frank Welker returning as Darkseid, but he was uncredited. Stupid assholes.
Wow.
And we call it Seth Green plays Scarecrow, which was, really funny. But yeah,
That's pretty interesting.
if you want to hear the voice here, and I'm just gonna put the time. Here.
That's fine. I'll check it out later, but I'll give your word for it that it was pretty good. So what's your rating?
My rating, yeah, it's funny as hell, 10 out of 10. Like, the way, it's not how you would expect from Gorilla Grodd. He's just, like, acted like a human at that point.
Okay, I've never seen Jackie Chan Adventures. I'm pretty sure you guys haven't either.
Maybe.
Nope.
No. And I don't remember these guys because it's been a while because I the episodes once, but do you guys recognize these guys?
Well, I think I know. I think I have seen like the first guy, but go ahead.
Well, I don't remember, so I'm really sorry. I can't explain it.
Well, I can explain who Roll Tool is.
Okay.
He's basically Zernar's version of Lex Luthor. And I'm glad that Clancy Brown voices him as like an homage to how he voiced Lex in like you said, the Superman the animated series and the Justice League series.
Yep. That's pretty interesting.
And he is the arch nemesis of Zernar Batman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I might know who you're talking about then. Yeah. Almost didn't for a sec, but yeah. I actually saw that episode twice. One on a DVD, I have a Batman Brave the Bold Season 2, and on HBO Max. But yeah, he did pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 9. But who the heck is Sheriff Keith Roderick?
Okay, so this is the first time I got introduced to Clancy Brown in live action, basically. Like, yeah, the scroll on YouTube, this wasn't my recommended. Before knowing he was Clancy Brown, like, the voice of Clancy, of Mr. Krabs. Yeah, he played a sheriff at the school, basically. So this clip I was watching, Homefront, yeah, it was about this girl getting bullied by this boy, and because the boy took her hat, and she wanted it back, and the boy was making fun of her, so basically, she knocked the shit out of him.
Wow.
And, reminder: this is elementary school. Anything can happen, and the boy's parents
yeah.
are really, really mad. And it's a good thing the sheriff was there because the mother of all it was like, woo, not Karen level, but like bitchy level. What do you call it? Basically, this is a Jason Statham movie.
Really?
Yeah. And you might recognize some of the cast members, but yeah, he did really good playing as a sheriff. And when I found out that was Mr. Krabs, I was like, wow. Yeah, he did really good with the role.
That is pretty awesome.
I see it. Well.
Interesting.
It's time for the resolution.
The revolution.
Oh, never mind. He's back. I was about to say, give this whole big speech when
Okay, so what's your rating for this chef guy?
Okay, yes, 10 out of 10. I just like how he, control both the parents of the boys. The parents basically, handling well. So yeah, he's a good cop. I wish, I could see Clancy playing more like cop-related characters, of course, with George Stacy. But yeah, 10 out of 10.
Okay, I know none of us have seen Limited Trip live action because I heard how terrible it is, but I heard that Clancy Brown is in it, so I'm not going to even talk about it. But do you know who this guy is?
Sorry, man.
No.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
I can't.
All
Sorry.
right, then this will leave us at the end of. There are others, but we don't have to talk all of them. It's just so many roles, but this is a good stream, I bet.
But remember that one SpongeBob episode where all of them were like affected with this green goo that originated from SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Remember that one customer that ordered a Krabby Patty that was voiced by Clancy Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you thought of that character?
I'm like he's all right. I guess like he's one of the quote unquote sane bikini bottomites, but it was kind of a little bit unnecessary for him to just sock Mr. Krabs into on stage.
But I just like the voice he gave. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, there are other various ones like and there were like one episode called Pickles. It's just orange Krabby Patty with extra onions. Which that shocked me.
Don't forget, he also voiced Alec Baldwin's character Dennis.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he also voiced what was it? The Viking dude. What was his name?
The Dungeon Master.
No, wait. Are you sure? No, wait. That was
No, I know, but I know it was Ian McShane first. But remember that episode where the villains returned? He voiced him in that one.
Oh yeah. Well, his name was Gordon.
Yeah. And he also voices Steve Buscemi's character.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Anyway, he also voices the Dungeon Master, where SpongeBob and Patrick aren't medieval times. It's just first created him a sword, but he actually got impaled by it, and he just gave him a fishing net. That's it. And remember where SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs and
Wait
were
a
on a
second. Wait, Christian,
What?
you got that wrong. Like that wasn't him. Like he played that guy that was like the king was like a word with you too. That was like the blacksmith. That was D. Bradley Baker.
Well, god dang it. Okay. Forget I said anything. Okay, I'm just going into stream. So yeah, this stream was good, right?
Sure.
It was a smashing good time.
Oh, I see what you did there. But yeah, Clancy Brown, you're pretty awesome. I love your voice, and I love the characters you have performed, either good or bad. You just did excellent. So yeah, the whole rating for Clancy Brown, Infinity, and Million, because it's just that awesome. All right, see you guys next time.
Wait, don't you want to talk after the stream about Sunday though?
Oh yeah, Bobby, do you want to stay after I end this stream?
Okay.
All right.